Am I a witch? What? Did I really write this? Right, so what I'm saying is Fallout 3 is inspired by sci-fi and pop culture. What a hot take. The premise of Star Wars involves numerous planets going to war. Hey guys, welcome back to Emmalition. I'm Emma, this is Emmalition, welcome. I've been wanting to do a more chatty video with you guys for a while now, and I've been toying with a Q&A or something else, and I have dialed down on the idea of going through my old essays about video games. So quick bit of background on me. I went to uni, I went to Bournemouth Uni in England. I studied English, BA Hons, and for some reason Bournemouth Uni were cool enough to let me write most of my essays about games. I've always wanted to work in video games my whole life, and apparently you have to be good at like maths and code and stuff. I actually regretted my choice of doing English so much after my first year that I tried to change to game design. And they said f no, because you don't know how to do that, which is fair enough, I guess. So I got away with writing about video games a fair amount and actually ended up doing my dissertation about games. Everything is games and nothing hurts. But I was thinking, why don't we go through some of my old essays and see what the f I used to write about? Because, I mean, I graduated uni 5 years ago.
It's been 84 years.
5 years ago.
Help me!
I found my old computer and I thought we could just have a little look through it together. It will give you a nice insight into my mind as a 18, 19, 20-year-old. And who knows, we might learn something along the way. Wouldn't that be cool? So with that said, shall we have a look through my old essays and see what we find, what we learn along the way? Don't laugh at how unorganized I am. It's a good job I put everything in an English folder so that I know what my degree is. Well done, Emma. Clever girl. So, final essay working, essay references. Oh my God, Emma. Oh God, the organization is terrible. Writing for different purposes. Here we go. Assignment, The Last of Us. Very informative title. 23rd of October, 2013. So shall we open this and see what's inside? Okay, I remember this. So this was an assignment from a unit called Writing for Different Purposes, where we had to write a press release and write something completely imaginary that was happening in the town of Bournemouth, which, if you don't know, is a UK seaside town. It's pretty nice. Not a lot happens there. Although apparently they've just started filming Batman there, which is quite big. But at the time, nothing was happening. So what did I put? This was my idea of a press release. Sony Computer Entertainment Inc. 15th of October 2013 for immediate release. The Last of Us sequel to be based in Bournemouth. No, Emma, Seattle. Naughty Dog presents its first installment to the PlayStation 4 as a UK-based video game. Oh my God, yeah. So at this point, I think, did I have my PS4? I don't even think I had my PS4 at this point, so I was really excited. I was really excited for this to happen. Sony Computer Entertainment announced that the highly anticipated sequel to their post-apocalyptic video game, The Last of Us, will be set in Bournemouth, UK. Seems likely. The game, which will be available summer 2014, will feature a number of sequences around main locations in the town. The lead designer for The Last of Us, Jacob Minkoff, has revealed that Bournemouth University will feature alongside the town centre and the Oceanarium. The Oceanarium? Are you fucking joking? Sorry. Everyone. 2013. I said that. 2013. Am I a witch? Am I a witch? Or did Naughty Dog steal my idea? Maybe. Possibly. The Naughty Dog team have been working in key locations in Bournemouth for over 6 months using 3D scanning to simulate real environments within the game. Why did I put inverted commas around real environments? The developers hope to simulate accurate in-game images of the town and adorn them with post-apocalyptia. Oh my God, it's so cringe. It's so cringe. Wow, okay. The first installment delivered an evocative journey around the United States, providing a realistic experience for American gamers and gamers worldwide. The protagonists from The Last of Us, Joel and Ellie, will not feature in the sequel. The characters will originate from Bournemouth, Southampton, Plymouth and Dorchester. Oh no, sounds awful. Bournemouth, while an unexpected location to base the new story, is receiving a largely positive reception on online gaming forums. Rock and roll. In light of this reception, Naughty Dog are releasing new additions to the core game. Blah, blah, blah. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, cool. Damn. By the way, if it looks like my eyes are watering, it's hay fever. I'm allergic to the planet. So that's good. Wow, the Oceanarium. I've blown my own mind there. Can't believe I said that. So yeah, that is probably the first thing I wrote about games while I was at uni. I think I did pretty well on that. I tried to find my marked essays, but I think I put them in the loft along with my degree. Okay, so that was first year. Second year, what did I write? Let's find out. Modernism. Oh my god, I don't remember half of this. Narrative ideology. Oh, here we fucking go. Narrative ideology in BioShock. This should be good. Oh, the formatting is horrible. Okay. Discuss the extent to which contemporary narratives may resist dominant ideologies with close reference to theory. What the does that mean? I feel like it's been so long since I thought about something critically and like socially. Oh god, I don't know what any of this means. Should we try and unpack it? So blah blah blah. Okay, I will discuss the extent to which BioShock, Watch Dogs and Portal 2 resist dominant ideologies. I was seriously clutching at straws when I wrote these essays. Like, I did English, but I did anything I could not to just read a fucking book. Watch Dogs displays regard to totalitarianism and therefore a resistance to capitalism, one of the most dominant ideologies in our society, one that we live by. Mind equals blown. Wow. Wow. The narrative structure of Portal 2 reveals what I consider to be one of the most significant resistances to patriarchy in not only gaming but all narratives available in popular media. What? Did I really write this? Huh? Portal. Did we play the same game? Me. BioShock's narrative was written around the ideology of objectivism and subsequently shows resistance to it by showing the pitfalls of this ideology. In turn, it hints at the appeals of both capitalism and egalitarianism that again dominate modern living. These contemporary narratives will present the trend of popular text gradually resisting dominant ideologies. The fact that I apparently wrote this is terrifying to me. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's long, but let's go through some of the highlights. So, class, pen and paper, write this down. Objectivism states that no human owes any other human anything except to be free from the threat of violence, and that everyone should be allowed to pursue their own personal and economic interests without regard to others. BioShock explores an aspect of objectivism. What would a society look like if everyone were really only in it for themselves and owed no allegiance to anyone but themselves? Interesting. Points were made. I don't have a fucking clue what I'm talking about. It's all coming back to me though. The critical thinking. It never leaves. Ken Levine, the creator and writer of BioShock, wrote the game as a fan of Ayn Rand's precepts of objectivism. While he finds Rand interesting and sees virtues in her precept, he believes that anything taken too far can only lead to disaster. It's a good point. Well done, Ken. Clever boy. Objectivism believes in a free, unfettered market, which can be seen by the various vending machines around Rapture that sell everything from drugs to bombs and machine guns. As all good vending machines should. The narrative of the game shows a decaying, destructive city where selfishness of its inhabitants have resulted in insanity and violence. I used to be pretty smart, but when you leave uni, like if you've been and you're like me, you do this shit because you have to. You read and you read and you read and you learn so much. And then the second you leave, all gone. You need to make room for new stuff like how to pay bills, how to maintain a social life, how to build a really realistic witch's cottage on The Sims 4. You know, important things. Oh, here we go. We're on to Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs resists egalitarianism and capitalism by including a city and social system that presents totalitarian ideologies throughout the narrative. The game defies capitalist ideologies. The secret hoarding and almost constant privacy invasion is at the core of the game. Blah, blah, blah. Wow. I honestly feel like my lecturers were probably reading this like, who knew games could be so deep? I do mean all of this. Like, I do think games are extremely good at pushing against what we expect in society or pushing against dominant ideology. Wow, God, actually, this is really good, isn't it? Wow. Portal 2. This I'm interested in. You'd think I was interested in it all because I wrote it, but I don't remember anything I said about Portal 2, so I'm particularly interested in finding out what I'm talking about. Portal 2 is another contemporary narrative that resists feminist ideology. McNeely argues that many aspects of the environment in Aperture laboratories are gendered, such as the turrets and companion cubes. However, the sex of the actual protagonist has little impact on the narrative. Unlike in Portal 1, where the player is unaware of the protagonist's sex, Portal 2 reveals that the protagonist is a woman. Your being a girl doesn't mean anything. It means nothing. You play on and nothing has changed. The game is still the game and you are still you. But something has substantially changed and fundamentally changed because now you know. You have seen yourself. I just got goosebumps. Can you see that? You can't see. Can you see? Well, trust me, I've got goosebumps because that was... Whew, that was powerful. Oh, damn. Ooh, Tomb Raider, honourable mention. Several female characters such as Lara Croft from Tomb Raider and Irilith from Skyrim find it hard to exist without their femaleness impacting on how they are viewed or placed within the narrative structure. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Yeah, why not? Video games are becoming a bigger and more influential entertainment form than movies. God, if I only knew. I think that the video game industry is actually the most profitable industry now in the world, I think. Could have just made that up. I don't have to reference shit anymore because I'm not writing an essay. I can just say what I want and potentially be wrong and probably be corrected by someone in the comments because this is YouTube. Okay, bit of a conclusion, just a little one.
Finally came to a conclusion.
While BioShock appears to praise objectivist ideals, it simultaneously upholds capitalist ideals. The ideologies within contemporary narratives are often too complex to be seen to either resist or adhere to in a black and white sense. But there are definitely emerging patterns with how the narratives deal with societal values and structures. The patterns are distorted representations of reality. Wow. What the damn, did you learn something? Whew. Let's see what's next, shall we? Popular text essay. Anyone see what that's about? Blah 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 blah. Ooh, Pride and Prejudice. Boring. Popular text assignment 1. What's that about? Anyone see? Oh, video games. There we go. Right, I might need to zoom in because I'm not wearing my glasses. Okay, popular text and intertext. Second year of uni now. The date on this assignment is 13th of March 2015. So this essay's prompt is, in The Death of the Author, Barthes argues that the text is a tissue of citations resulting from thousands of sources of culture, discussed in relation to intertextual mapping using relevant theory and your own examples. So I feel like I remember this unit actually because our lecturer used to bang on about how there's no such thing as an original idea and everything is just a mishmash of everything, which is probably fair to argue, especially these days. Although I think you'd be hard pressed to find someone else on YouTube that's gone back through their old essays about video games. Is this an original idea? Maybe. All right, let's get a bit of background, guys, because I don't know what the hell this is talking about. Intertextuality is a term coined by Julia Kristeva and suggests that we understand text not as self-contained systems, but as differential and historical, since they are shaped by the repetition and transformation of other textual structures. Too many words, way too many. So what am I talking about then? What am I talking about? My reference to games supports Jones's argument that seeing games as intertextual reminds us that no game or instance of gameplay is an island. Okay, video games in general seem to include intertextual homages to previous titles in gaming. Software development itself has a rich history of its developers inserting messages into their coding, and video games are no exception. I just feel like it sounds so corny, like... Video game developers insert hidden messages into their coding. Like, I don't have a clue about coding. I'm just like, listen to me. I know so many things about games. Okay. One such example can be found in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, where at the top of the bridge a sign reads, "There are no Easter eggs up here, go away." Cool. Good one, Emma. All right, Fallout 3. We're getting into the good stuff now. So, according to me, Bethesda consciously draws from several dozen cultural texts and ideas to build the world of Fallout 3. These cultural intertexts mainly consist of 1940s and 1950s style culture and war as an intertext. The sci-fi genre is a particular intertext that is woven into Fallout 3 with a focus on Star Wars, the Terminator, and Blade Runner. Did I make that up, or is that true? Did I just make that up for my essay? Maybe. Fallout 3 exists as the central text, and the map then spreads out to other several cultural references. I shouldn't be on YouTube. I can't talk. I cannot speak. I can't speak. Right, so what I'm saying is Fallout 3 is inspired by sci-fi and pop culture. What a hot take. It uses World War as an intertext, remixing it with aspects of the sci-fi genre to create a retro futuristic visual style, which allegedly, this man said, it's interesting to analyse because it's undoubtedly inspired by the specific time period surrounding World War II. Fallout, war never changes. Nice, very good, yes. Ah, Russian propaganda, my favourite. Please don't clip that out. That will make me look questionable. So I'm saying that Fallout 3 takes inspiration from 1940s, 1950s culture, Red Army propaganda. I remember finding that on Tumblr, just acting like I found that myself. Fallout 3 occurs after a nuclear war. During the add-on Operation Anchorage, the player has to fight the Chinese Red Army to secure a military base. This is all true. Very good, Emma. You're very smart. Very good. Talking about the soundtrack. I don't want to set the world on fire. Oof. What a song, man. Oh, what a good song. I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart. I think that was really off key, but whatever. I'm a YouTuber, not a singer. Never said I could sing, shut up. Juxtaposition, there's the word. The big word. That's how you know you're doing an English degree, when you use this word. You learn it at GCSE and it never leaves you. Never leaves you. Additionally, the player carries around a personal electronic device called a Pip-Boy. Yay! That has a built-in radio allowing the player to choose from hundreds of songs from the 1940s and 50s. Very cool. I hope you can see Bolt Boy up there. Can you see him? I've got them all over the house for the true Fallout effect. The aesthetic is insinuated beyond the visual elements in diegetic objects like computers that use vacuum tubes instead of transistors. Yep, just brilliant. God, I'm so fucking smart. Wow. There are several Easter eggs in Fallout 3 that nod towards the concept of the used future. Mothership Zeta. God, I went hard on Fallout 3. I did not piss around talking about this game. I'm going into all the DLCs. There are several narrative and visual similarities between Fallout 3 and Star Wars. Oh, Fallout 3 is so good, man. I miss those days of playing this for the first time. There are also references to the Terminator during the pit, again with the fucking DLCs, Emma. Jesus Christ. A dialogue option appears when talking to a slave prosper that reads, "Your clothes, give them to me now," which is obviously from Terminator, as we know. Very cool. The premise of Star Wars involves numerous planets going to war. No fucking way. Right, so here's my conclusion. The premise of Star Wars involves numerous planets going to war, which again is a way in which Fallout 3 can be mapped to the intertext of war through sci-fi, just like with the Terminator. What is that sentence? What is that sentence? Sci-fi is often based around some kind of conflict or war, but although Fallout 3 references texts that deal with science fiction-based wars, it also references wars in the real world history very consciously. And I've spelled probable wrong. Is that how you spell probable? Probabile? Fucking hell. This is the most bullshit sentence I've ever read in my life. This essay has shown the way in which Fallout 3 is a remix of text, a combination of the already said that is hybridized into a new assemblage. What? What? All right, we're on to my final year now. So whatever we find, I should know better because I'm 21 at this point. Okay, I think I found my last actual assignment that wasn't my dissertation, that was about games. I can't remember what the brief was for this. Oh, it was a Pecha Kucha. A Pecha Kucha, if you've ever done one of them, fucking well done, because they're shit. So this was my brief for my presentation that I did. My presentation will look at how fear is constructed in survival horror video games through the use of sound and music. Shall we see what I said? Such a beautiful presentation. Check me out. Video game audio remains largely unexplored. The computer game industry has clear guidelines for visuals, but not particularly for sound. It's more about the psychology of what's happening on the audioscape than what you're seeing. Bruce Straley from The Last of Us. So I did actually find that quite interesting at the time. There's like a lot of regulations for what you can put on the screen, but there's like no regulations for what you can hear, which is like the best way to fuck people up, which is why when I'm really scared in a game, which is most of the time, I just put like Taylor Swift on in the background or something just to chill myself out. Oh my god, so I looked at The Last of Us in this. Follows the father-daughter relationship between Joel and Ellie. Cute. Creator intent. Santalala composer states that the score creates an emotional connection between the players and the characters. The devs didn't want screechy, witchy zombies. Just fucking terrifying, gargling ones. Okay, got it. Santalala used lowly tuned guitars to create a sense of danger and innocence. PS4 controller speaker creates direct feedback players. Don't know what that's meant to say, but it's so funny because I think I had my PS4 controller speaker on for like a day when I first got it, and I turned that shit off because it's so annoying. Interactive drama, survival, horror, adventure. Good example of Hansen's claim that games lend themselves better to audience immersion than film. Hot take, but he said what he said. Custom game engine determines how audio layers are mixed. Apparently. Don't know what that means, but I put it anyway, didn't I? Encircling breaths, screams, and screeches chase the player as the character is being chased by the Wendigo. Barney? Who the fuck is Barney? Wendigo have human and animal vocalizations to give the feeling of attack, hyperactivity, and being chased. Why not? Sure. So put on your headphones, turn up the volume, and see if you have what it takes to survive. No, I don't think I will. What's this? Ooh, this is creepy. So I think, aside from my dissertation, that is it for the video game essays of my English degree. We could have a little peek in the dissertation, but I'm not going through the whole thing because that shit is 12,000 words about Call of Duty. If you want a separate video on that, then feel free to ask and I may do it. So this is the cover, The Hallucinogenic Pleasure of Violence, an exploration of the relationship between modern video games and the war on terror. Strong take. Acknowledgements. I want to thank video games. Video games were the first medium that properly engaged me as a child. In my life, I've spent countless hours exploring Tibetan mountains with Lara Croft, nuclear wastelands with the Lone Wanderer, and gone through some seriously emotional moments with the likes of Joel and Ellie. These games have opened up another realm for me to develop my own worldview, form opinions, and explore ideas and concepts that are unimaginable anywhere else. I never would have been able to consider this outlook on society without them, and I hope they continue to grow in the way that I've known to grow over the last 21 years. That is so sweet. That is so sweet. Bless me. God, if only I knew what was to come. Fortnite, right? So I'm definitely not getting into that dissertation because that is a choice topic to talk about on the internet. Maybe I'll leave subjects like that off this channel because it's a bit strong and we're here to have a good time. So wow, I hope you enjoyed that. It was a bit of a different topic to what I normally do. We've covered capitalism, totalitarianism, egalitarianism, sci-fi, George Lucas, zombie noises, feminism, all in my humble little degree, which is in the loft. Probably should put it on the wall, but I'm saving a spot for like a YouTube plaque, which would be more exciting for me. That was pretty fun going back down memory lane. A little bit weird for me actually. Bit of a strange one, but I did enjoy it. It was good. If you enjoyed it too and you want me to do more chatty, like vloggy style videos, please do let me know because it is fun just to be able to chat a bit more and show you guys a bit about me and my life and the weird shit that goes through my head in the past. And also, let's not forget that I predicted the future with the Oceanarium thing. Someone needs to contact Naughty Dog and let them know, or like send them this video please, because I feel like I'm owed some kind of payment for that. As usual, thank you so much for spending some time on my channel. It was great to have you here. Please do subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Leave a like, comment, share, whatever you feel like doing really would be nice. Come get me on social media, Emmalition on Twitter and Instagram. That's all I'm on because that's all I can manage right now. Life's hard. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. I'll see you on the flip side.